Okay, so as you drive into Oberammergau, first of all, say welcome to Oberammergau, you'll actually see you've got the camping ground on your left, so you maybe see some caravans or the sign for the camping ground. And then this is pretty much going to be a blind corner, and as you come around this, you'll then start to see some of the beautiful painted houses, which we'll go and have a look at now. Now, as you get to this point, you'll actually see on the left-hand side, you can actually see the painting of the Stadtmeister Singers of Bremen. So you see the donkey and the dog with the musical instruments, and I'll show you another picture on the same part of that building, or on another part of that building in just a moment. But directly opposite is where you have the Hansel and Gretel house. So we'll go and have a look at the facade of that. So this is the facade of the Hansel and Gretel house. Now you want to come past here nice and slowly so everybody can have a good look. Otherwise it's about a 15-minute walk from the centre of town. So you can see the wood chopper taking his children there into the forest, leaving the distressed mother behind. And you can see the children here falling asleep. Then you can see the cottage which they went to meet the wicked witch with her black cat. Now on the next level down you can see the birds have eaten the crumbs which the children were leaving behind them in the hope that they could get back out. And then sure enough, the children have been captured, and instead of the children being cooked, they managed to throw the witch into the oven instead, and then they're reunited with the father and mother again, who they had to have been, well, given away with. So anyway, I think you all know the story of Hansel and Gretel. This is the Hansel and Gretel house, as I mentioned. It's the first building of the two that you come to, which are very ornate. And as I mentioned, on the other side of the street you have a building which has the painting of the Stadtmeister Singers of Bremen. So let's have a quick look at that. So here they are, the donkey, the dog, the cat and the rooster. And you'll have to look up that story. It's quite a good one and well worth telling your guests. Now this is actually a children's school, and on the other side where this building is located is nice paintings of Little Red Riding Hood. So here is Little Red Riding Hood with Granny, and then sure enough you can see the next painting is Red Riding Hood and the wolf. And on this side you can see Little Red Riding Hood, no doubt saying to Granny, "Oh Granny, what big teeth you have," and the wolf telling her, "All the better to eat you with." So luckily the hunter's nearby, and sure enough the story has a happy ending. Now as you pass the house of Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf and Granny, you'll then be heading towards town. You can see off in the distance a steeple. This is the steeple of St. Peter and Paul Church. This is where the very first Passion Play was performed the year after the plague, and it was in fact performed in the cemetery. So along the road that you're driving in, if your guests need to use a shuttle bus, you can see here there is a stop for line A, line B. Now once you get to this point you're going to be forced around to the left. You won't actually be able to drive to the centre. This road directly ahead will all be closed off where the car has just driven. So you'll be going around to the left, and that will take you to the Tourist Information Centre. Also takes you to where the coaches are allowed to drop off, as if you do not have a permit. Sure enough, if you have a hotel booked in Oberammergau, you will have a permit issued which will allow you to go to your hotel. So once you turn left here, you'll drive about 150 metres, then there'll be a right-hand turn, and that will take you to the official drop-off and pick-up point. Now, you can always drop off and pick up. That's what I've been told today by the Tourist Information Centre. However, there's no guarantee that you will be able to park. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue walking towards the centre of town, past the St. Peter and Paul Church. But if you're looking and your guests are looking for a place where they may wish to go for a drink and something to eat at any point, there's a very nice brewery on this corner. It's a hotel and also a brewery, and well worth a visit. So here's a better look at it, the Hotel Maximilian. So you can see there is a corona testing centre here. Let's go and have a look and see what it says. So continuing in this area, in this direction, looking straight ahead, this is where the Pilatus house is located. If you're looking for a nice bakery, there's this one here, Our Hammer, and they actually have bread gin. They sell for about €43 for half a litre. This is a really good spot if you're here, as long as you're not here on a Monday. The Metzgerei, and they do really good food, all fresh, and you can just carry it away with you, or they have some tables where you can stand, and there's a nice little ice cream shop opposite it as well. So this is now looking in towards the main junction in Oberammergau, and the Hotel Alter Post is a very nice hotel if you're looking for somewhere to sit and have a coffee. Beautiful flowers, nice little garden outside as well. And if you continue in the direction of this bright blue house, that will also take you down to where you can find the Kaatje Wohlfahrt store. I'll show you where that is in a moment, and also, as well as that, takes you in the direction of the Passion Play Theatre. And directly behind the Hotel Alter Post, you can also see there is a bike shop, and you can organise bike hire. So this is just if you're looking for something to do in the morning, or for travel directors, if you're looking for something to do while your group's in experiencing the Passion Play. So here is the Kaatje Wohlfahrt store. If I went down the left of the Kaatje Wohlfahrt store, that would take me back to the Pilatus house. And if I turn and I make my way past the shuttle bus stops, line C and line B, I could actually come here to the Stern Pharmacy, and down this street, this would take me to the Passion Play Theatre. So the very conveniently located Ice Cafe Paradiso. You can see a box here, it says tickets. We don't need to worry about that, because tickets, if you have the package, you will be issued those when you arrive to your hotel. And then where we have the Hotel Wolf, if you now look down to the right, you can actually see the Passion Play Theatre. And you can also see right here, there is also luggage storage. So sure enough, well worth having a good look through your booklet, what you're not allowed to bring. And if by any chance you do have to store items, you can store items here. So to the left of the Passion Play Theatre, there is a nice little cafe and restaurant. So you can now see the Passion Play Theatre on the left, where you can see there is an ambulance. That is where the bathrooms are located for ladies and gentlemen. And you'll notice down each side is how you actually enter the seating area of the Passion Play Theatre, and the tickets will stipulate which entry. Now if you're looking just off in the distance, there is also some building here with yellow awnings, and there is a nice little souvenir shop there if your guests are looking for something during the intermission of the Passion Play. Okay, so Passion Play at the beginning of, from the 14th of May, the first performances will take place at 2:30 until 5 o'clock. Then they will break until 8 o'clock for dinner, and then we'll continue again at 8 o'clock through until 10:30 in the evening. So give yourself plenty of time when you are coming to actually be seated. They suggest allowing an hour, up to an hour before the performance starts at 2:30, so to arrive here about 1:30 in order to make sure that you get your seating. And they want everybody seated minimum 15 minutes before the performance. And bear in mind, once the performance starts, you will not be allowed to enter the Passion Play Theatre until the second part, or if you miss the second part and you're late, you won't see the second half at all. So give yourself plenty of time, make sure you bring what you need. And I'll make another video, well, just quickly, a few things you will need. Make sure you bring, I suggest bring a cushion to sit on, or something, you know, to just sort of take a little bit of the hardness out of the seat. They're a wooden seat, they're not cushioned. I also suggest, they do say that they will supply blankets but I would suggest to bring some form of light covering, maybe a scarf as well, a light for reading, so you can actually buy these little book lights that will clip onto the pages. And bear in mind that the Passion Play booklet is actually issued in German, or the play is done in German, but you can get booklet in English. So if you're wanting to read and follow the story, sure enough, you will need a light. Now, you're not allowed to bring any big electrical items or recording equipment. No photos are allowed either. So anyway, welcome to Aberamigau. There's a few bits and pieces just to get you started, and hope you have a fantastic experience here. And sure enough, one of the experiences of a lifetime. 2022, we've all waited for it. 2020, it was postponed, as you saw in the video. They do still have their sense of humour with the bags, with the 2020 crossed out and the 2022 replacing it. So, like I said, greetings from Germany, the Upper Ammerland, and enjoy your Passion Play and have a safe and happy onward travels and experience.